What if the one thing that is standing between you and your next incredible opportunity is something your brain does automatically 1,000 times a day without you even noticing it? I'm talking about judgment. And today, I want to show you how replacing it with one simple thing can change your relationships, your opportunities, and honestly, your life. Hi everyone, I'm Betsy, and if you're new here, welcome. This channel is about the inner work, the self-awareness practices, the mindset shifts, and the conversations that help us grow. For the past 1,091 days, I have been meditating twice a day and creating massive awareness of my thought patterns. And what this daily practice has given me, more than anything else, is the ability to observe my own thoughts, to catch myself in the act of thinking, and ask, wait, is that even true? One of the biggest things I have caught myself doing over and over again is judging. And let me tell you, it has cost me. We have all been there. You make a snap judgment about someone, a situation, an opportunity, and later on you find out you were completely wrong. Or even worse, you never even tried because you already decided how that thing or how that situation was going to turn out. I am absolutely guilty of this. I'm not just talking about judging the guy who cut you off in the street, though yes, that too, but I'm talking about the moments where your assumptions close the door before you even knocked. The friendships that you never pursued, the opportunity you talked yourself out of, the person you wrote off because you thought you knew their story. Now I want to be clear. Not all judgment is bad. We need judgment to cross the street safely, to get in our cars, to drive safely, to make decisions, to protect ourselves. Our brains are literally wired to label, classify, and categorize. It helps us process the world faster. So this feature of judgment is not a bug, it's actually a feature of our brain. However, the problem is when we judge with incomplete information and then we act as if we know the whole picture. So let me share something that I'm not entirely proud of, but I think is important to share. In my work as an occupational therapy professional, I was treating a patient. And based on her presentation, her behavior, her demographics, certain physical signs, I made an assumption. Not proud of it, but I did. I mentally labeled her as someone who had struggled with substance abuse. Not proud, I have to say that again. As I worked with her, I found out the truth. Everything I observed, every single sign that I have cataloged was the result of a severe traumatic brain injury in a car accident. It wasn't in her records. I had no way of knowing, but I had already decided. In that moment, I realized my judgment had closed the door to curiosity. It had already written a story without me even bothering to ask her. Thankfully, I caught myself, and we ended up having a wonderful therapeutic relationship. But it shook me because here I was, someone who meditates, someone who practices self-awareness on a moment-to-moment basis, so I think, and I still did it. That's how powerful unconscious judgment is. So, how do we change this? The answer isn't to stop your brain from categorizing. That it's impossible and honestly not helpful. The answer is to interrupt the assumption and replace it with a question. So, when you notice yourself judging, pause, take a breath, and then get curious. Ask yourself, why is this person acting this way? What am I not seeing here? What if I'm wrong about my assumption? Think about it. The person who's short with you on the phone, they might just have received horrible news. The person who seemed distracted while talking to you, maybe they're exhausted from taking care of their child at home. The woman who appeared to be rude at checkup time, maybe she's sick and she's tired and had no sleep in days. You see, you never know. The real thing is that most people don't react to you. They react to their own lives. So as a friendly reminder, the world does not revolve around you. And when we can hold that truth gently, everything softens. So try this. The next time something feels off with someone, with a conversation, an interaction, at work, at home, with your loved ones, with your kiddos, instead of pulling back and judging, simply ask, are you okay? You'll be amazed how that one question can completely shift an interaction. You see, Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about judgment as the one key blocker of manifestation. A key blocker of manifestation. That's right, that's what I said. And I think about that a lot. Because most of our biggest blessings are often disguised as challenging situations, unexpected people, or unlikely opportunities. So if we're judging, we are literally filtering them out before even seeing them for what they are. An open mind isn't just a nice idea, it's actually a portal. So every person who challenges you, every situation that confuses you, every door that looked wrong, it might have been exactly what you needed. But only curiosity can unlock it. Judgment, assumption, just walks on by. Just like everything else that I talk about in this channel, curiosity is also a practice. It doesn't happen overnight. And even when you practice it, you'll still fall into judgment, like I do. But every time you catch yourself mid-judgment and choose to ask questions instead of reacting, you're literally rewiring your own brain. You're choosing connection over assumption, possibility over certainty. So here's my question for this week. Where in your life has judgment been quietly closing a door that curiosity could have opened for you? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and it honestly fuels me to make more of these videos. I genuinely want to hear your thoughts. Let's grow together. If this resonated with you, please share it with someone you think it might need it. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button, because every week we go deeper into this work together. I am Betsy. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time. Stay aware, stay curious. Namaste.